Here today specifically because our unions are not doing the job that needs to be done. Last year, SEIU took a 73% strike authorization vote, and when they took that strike authorization vote, there was great hope among the membership that we would actually take action to stop the furloughs against the state workers. We have had furloughs for 18 months, 15% cut in wages for 18 months. What they want to do now is invite us back to work, the furloughs are over, and implement the 15% as a permanent cut. They'll take that 15% in a number of ways. They'll take that 15% as added payment to CalPERS, 5% reduction in wages, and 5% across the board cut to all positions. This is intolerable, and state workers need to stand up to fight this. Our unions, the SEIU, CAPS, PEGS, AFSCME, etc., are making concessions all along the way. They are not prepared to do what's needed to fight to win and maintain our benefit package. If they had been, they would be doing the serious job of organizing. That's why the Inter-Union Organizing Committee came together at the Department of Public Health, specifically because our unions were not doing the job that we pay them to do.
In difficult times, I want to introduce our President, Yvonne Walker. What we have to do is be out in this November election 10,000 strong so we can elect a legislature and get a 2/3 majority who will support us in the vital services we provide. That's what we can do. But the only way we're going to get this done is if you and I, if we're out in our communities, if we're out in our area, we're walking precincts, we're phone banking to get legislatures and a governor elected that supports California and the services we provide. So I'm asking each and every one of you right here, right now, step up with me. Don't let this election pass without us. We elect our bosses, and it's time for us to take that seriously.
I've been a state worker for 21 years, and it's the same old game. I thought 1995 was bad. No, it just takes the cake. That's all I got to say.
Want to say something?
I'm not willing to be paid federal minimum wage. I'm a professional. I went to college. I work for the state to do public health, and that's what I'm here to do. I expect to be paid a fair wage for fair work, and that's why I'm here today. I think I need to speak out and let the governor and the legislature know federal minimum wage is not good enough. Balance the budget, and we can all afford to live in California.
We finish our job every day and earn our paycheck. We just want the people that we pay with our taxes to earn theirs and finish their job and get the budget done on time. Most important, do your job. We wouldn't have this problem right now.
Yeah, you can't support a family on federal minimum wage. You just can't. There's no way. I mean, I have a master's degree in public health. I went to graduate school for 2 years. There's no way I should be paid federal minimum wage. It's just unfair. It's not okay. My student loans are more than what I'd be paid at this place.
But they want people to take concessions, give up their pension. Is that the plan? You know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. My union has already given up our pension contributions, 5%, and a 5% pay cut. I mean, you know, how can we go for that? We can't have that. I don't know why there aren't more people out here actually, but they're not. You know, it's very irritating actually.
My name is Lynn Mack, and I'm a state worker. Right now, we're out here protesting about this minimum wage thing we have that the governor is trying to get us to sign, and right now. God, it costs me about almost like $300 just to get Bart and Muni to get over here to work here. And now they're talking about, what, $9.20? Jesus Christ, take that, add my food, add my Bart, Muni, clothes to put on my back and just to eat, Jesus Christ, and rent, that's it. Okay, thank you very much.
I'm here today because I'm would like to express myself about the minimum wage. I don't know how I'm going to make it with starting out with the basic salary of $9.25. Then I have all the other deductions, my car insurance, my medical insurance, my payments for just getting even to work, for BART payments and food. How am I going to pay food? So impossible. I'm here saying it's not possible. I will be homeless because my owner will not understand that. The owner will not understand that we're not getting enough money. He just needs his money. So hopefully something can be done before they come down to dropping us to homelessness.
You want to say why you're here today?
Minimum wage. Can't handle it. Can't stand back and let it happen.
What do you think the state workers should do about this? It seems like they're all under attack.
Well, they obviously don't all feel under attack because they're not out here.
What has Local 39 done to mobilize its membership? It represents thousands of state workers, public workers.
I don't know.
Have they come here? Have they had any meetings?
Not that I'm aware of.
They sent out any notices?
Not that I got.
But you pay dues.
I do pay dues. And I have for 18 years. I don't know what's going on.
My name is Giorgio Cosentino. I'm a microbiologist with the Department of Health. And the one question I have is where has all the money been going? We recently had to respond to the pandemic flu, and the resources were not there to do the job safely. And this will only get worse if we cannot attract employees who are qualified and who will stay, as opposed to having a high turnover situation. Inexperienced employees in that type of environment with an emergency response, it's a dangerous combination. We got through it, but there were a lot of close calls. And again, I know there's a lot of money out there for public health. I've seen, at least the numbers, I've seen them in the paper, but I want to know where that money's going.
So you're saying this is a public health and safety issue as a result of the cutbacks?
That's correct. That's correct. Because, again, I cannot stress enough that we need qualified staff, we need experienced staff. And what you're going to have here as which we've already seen as a result of the lagging salaries for people in my profession, we've seen a constant turnover. This is akin to what you would see of the teachers in an inner city school, and yet that is a dangerous combination. Okay, it's also dangerous for the health of the public, because we are the ones who are also doing the testing, the work on the patients. And again, you need qualified staff and experienced staff, and I'm very concerned about where things are going.
Asking for a lot. All we're doing is asking for a fair, enough wage to put 2 children through school, support our families. It's nothing more than that.
We had a brother here speaking before who told us about the inverse relationship between where the tax money's coming from. Since 1978 and the passage of Proposition 13, the corporations have been paying less and less taxes, and the average worker has been paying more and more taxes in regressive taxes. Those are the taxes that bite into us when we go and try to buy something. The corporations have been paying less and less taxes. Why on their property? Because when corporations don't die, do they? Prop 13 counts on Aunt Sadie dying. They passed Prop 13 with the lie that it was going to protect your Aunt Sadie. And that when her husband died, she'd be able to pay the property taxes. That's what the lie was. What they didn't say was that Chevron, right down the block here, never dies. And the Chevron right down the block here is paying 1978 property valuations plus 2% a year. And that's their tax base that's coming in here. That's why our schools in Richmond are dying. That's why right in the shadow of one of the wealthiest corporations in the world, you have a 30% chance of your kid not making it through school in the West Contra Costa School District. We know that our situation here as public workers fighting the minimum wage is the same fight as the kids that are trying to get an education in the West Contra Costa School District. We know that it's the same situation that puts 167,000, am I right on that number, people in prison in the state of California at $47,000 a year to keep them in prison, and they only spend $7,000 a year on our kids' education.
Terrible.
We know that it's the same situation, and we know that it's a manufactured situation because this is the wealthiest country in the world and one of the wealthiest states in the world. And why the rich love it here so much is because the politicians will not tax them.